What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in with me, and thank you for returning if you are already a subscriber. If you are not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, drop a comment down on what you want to see next. This is going to be a quick video. I'm going to be doing a really good de-shedding on my little guy Houston. He is the sweetest Corgi. I love him. I love his parents. They bring him in to see me all the time because they love the work that I do on him, and they also love how short I get his nails. He's a very, very sweet dog. We're going to start this video off with the bath. I usually do prep work, which is paw pads, nails, and sani, but because he's just a de-shedding bath, I just decided to do that afterwards. What I like to do with my de-shedding baths, I like to get them as wet as I possibly can because that creates the best lather in order for the soap to penetrate all the dirt on their skin and their coat and get them the cleanest that they can absolutely be. Right now I'm just going through with the standard face wash, and Houston does not like his face being washed, but he lets me do it. I'm probably one of the only people he lets do it. He's very picky about who he allows to groom him. But right now I'm going to re-wet his coat because, again, I like the coat to be soaking wet because that creates the best lather. And there is a gray rubber curry on my hand when I am doing a de-shedding treatment. That's what I like to use the most because when I'm massaging the shampoo into the body, that allows me to be able to loosen up some of that undercoat during the bath and during the conditioning process. So when I go to blow dry him, a lot of that can come out, and then when I'm using the Firminator tool, which you'll see later on in this video, that process helps get some of that undercoat out. So if you really want to do a good de-shedding treatment on a dog, always remember to use a rubber curry, and then also to blow dry the conditioner in. I didn't blow dry the conditioner in for Houston because he is really afraid of the blow dryer, so I try and minimize how much I use it on him. He also likes to shake a lot during the bath, as you can see, so I try to minimize that as well, but it's very difficult because he shakes for every little drop of water. But I love him anyway. That's my little guy. One thing I stress on this channel is to always pay for what you are looking to get. If you are looking for high quality service, you have to pay high quality pricing. I said that to say, I want to tell y'all about this customer that came in. So she brought her dog in, and her dog does not do well with the velocity dryer, which a lot of dogs don't, but she does not want us to use the velocity dryer on her dog, which is understandable because her dog is really afraid of it. A lot worse than Houston. Houston tolerates it to a point, and then I have to kennel dry him. But her dog doesn't like to be velocity dried, so she asks us to towel dry her dog, and she doesn't want her dog in a kennel dryer. So she brought her dog the other day, and her dog was recently sprayed by a skunk directly in the face. The owner says that it wasn't a direct hit, but it was definitely a direct hit because it smelled so strong on that dog's face. The owner did not want to pay for the de-skunking treatment. She wanted to continue with the basic service that she generally gets. Basic service is just a tangerine shampoo. It doesn't do anything. It barely has a scent, and it doesn't really get them as clean as you would like. One of my groomers just let the bather know, hey, still do the de-skunking treatment because she's not going to be happy with the services if you don't. So she did the de-skunking treatment as she should have, but because that shampoo is so potent, you cannot put it on the dog's face. So she did the de-skunking treatment on the body, but she couldn't do it on the face. Now, if anybody has ever had a dog get sprayed by a skunk before, you know that smell does not go away right away. It takes a couple months to go away, and anytime the dog gets wet, it enhances the smell drastically. Well, that's what happened. The dog got wet, and all you could smell was skunk. Throughout the back of the salon, in the bathing bunker, in the kennel area, you could smell it in the grooming area, in the front lobby. You could smell it all throughout the salon because the dog had recently gotten sprayed by a skunk. Well, owner didn't want the shampoo and conditioner for the de-skunking, but we did it anyway on the body. But again, we're not allowed to do it on the face. Now, we explained to the owner, listen, you need the de-skunking treatment, but she also needs something a little bit stronger for around her face. Now, the biggest thing about the de-skunking treatment is, yes, the shampoo is very strong and very potent, but it's not a foaming shampoo. It's more of like a liquid. It's almost like just a pure liquid that you put on the dog's body and you let it sit. Now, you technically can put it around the face, but for the company that I work for, we are not allowed to. When the woman picked up, she expressed how unhappy she was that the face still smelled like skunk. She did not think the dog's face was washed at all. We explained to her, you did not want to add the de-skunking package. Also, your dog is still wet because you don't want us to dry your dog. This is why your dog smells so strong when you're picking her up. When you pick up a dog that has gotten sprayed by a foul odor such as a skunk, you have to pay for the package to help remove that scent. Now, I will say it does not remove it 100%. The skunk smell stays around for at least 3 months, but the deskunking package reduces the scent drastically. It helps a lot. I've had so many customers be so pleased with it, but you have to pay for the services that you would like to receive. I want to stress that it is very important for you to advocate for the services that you want, because if you do not advocate for the services that you want, we are not able to do that. You also have to pay for the services that you want. You cannot go to a Ferrari dealership expecting to pay Ford prices. If you want a service, you have to pay for that service. And you also have to understand that sometimes, even though you don't want an add-on package, sometimes your dog requires that for just that visit. Like if your dog comes in molting and he has fur and tufts sticking out, he is required to have a furminator. And if you don't want to pay for the furminator, you're now requesting that the groomer put in extra work for services that they're not being paid for. When you go to your job, you would like to be paid for the services that you are completing. That is how groomers feel. But now back to the video. I am now rinsing out the conditioner on Houston. Now, Furminator conditioner is just like any other hand scrub conditioner, any premium high quality conditioner. It takes a bit more to rinse out. So as I stated in one of my last videos, when you're rinsing out conditioner, you want to make sure you get it all out, as the pet can have an allergic reaction or the skin dry out when you leave product inside the dog's coat or left on the dog's skin. Houston truly is the best. He's so patient. He just sits there and he lets me do whatever I need to do, even though he hates it. He still just sits there. It's something about when you bring the towel out. Dogs just know they're done. They know that the bath process is over. And then when you bring the velocity dryer out, their eyes are just like, oh crap. But as I stated earlier, Houston is not a fan of the velocity dryer, so I did not blow dry him completely dry, even though it may look like it. Essentially what I did is blow dry all that loose undercoat out of him, and he was pretty much damp when he was done. He was close to being done being dry, but I didn't want to force him through all of that. But he was damp when I put him back inside the kennel dryer, just for him to get a break, because he mentally can't handle it all at one time. But if you pay attention to the wall, I don't even know if you can really see it, but if you pay close attention to the wall, you can see all of the fur that is coming out of his coat. Like as it just keeps going, you just see more and more hair and more hair and more hair. But he wasn't compacted, but he had a lot of loose undercoat in. For people who are wanting to do this on their own at home to their own personal dogs, or if you're learning to become a bather at a grooming salon or a private grooming salon, when you are velocity drying a dog that just got a furminator, even though it may not seem like it, dogs do still shed on their front legs and their knees. When I tell you I get so much fur out from dogs in those areas, it's insane. You wouldn't think it because it's not a lot of hair, but they actually do shed a lot in those areas. Now I'm going to be pulling him out for his final deshedding treatment. Earlier in the video, I stated that they get 30 minutes of brushing. They're supposed to get it with the Furminator tool, but the Furminator tool is very sharp. So I do some of the brushing in the bath and I do some of it out as the final brush out when they get on the table after the bath. Right now I'm doing his paw pads because I didn't do it as prep work. I'm going to be doing his nails as well. And then I'm going to be doing his deshedding. And wait till you see how much hair comes out of this dog. Now, the reason why I split up the brushing in the bath and on the table as the final deshed is because, as I stated earlier, the Furminator tool is very sharp and it is essentially a blade. So when you're consistently brushing the coat with that blade, you can damage the coat and you can damage the skin. If you're brushing too hard in one spot, you can irritate, brush burn, or cut the skin. So I tend to do 15 minutes of brushing in the bath when I'm scrubbing them with the shampoo and the conditioner. And sometimes I'll also add some more brushing with the conditioner in while I have the rubber curry, and then I'll do 15 minutes of brushing when I get them on the table. Do you see how patient he is for doing his nails? If you are a groomer, you know no Corgi is ever like this. And I think it's because they have short legs. Now I'm going to do a quick comb over before I deshed him, and just you wait and see how much hair came out this dog. It was hair everywhere. It was hair on me, on him, on the table, on the floor, on my phone. I think at one point a piece of hair floats in front of the camera. It was flying everywhere. But I know he was happy with less hair on him, and I know he felt amazing after his appointment. Y'all gotta rewind that back. I just noticed a piece of hair flew in his mouth and he spit it out. Look, there go the hair in front of the camera. It was like hair palooza in there. I promise you, it was everywhere. We usually say it's snowing because it's usually all in the air in our hair, which is why I wear a hat, because it's so hard to get out of my hair. But it was everywhere. It was a mess. Look at all that hair. Good Lord. Well, guys, there you have it. Another happy customer, another happy dog, another completed successful groom, and might I say, he looks fantastic. Look at those short nails. Look at that coat. He's so shiny. He just looks good. That's my boy Houston. I love him. He's the sweetest. But y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all want to see. Oh, let me know if y'all want to do a go to work with me so y'all can see what I do at work as a salon manager. And I will catch y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.